What's going on, guys? It's Tanner, Painting Startup. Happy Monday to you guys. I hope you're crushing it today. A lot of you guys ask me, this is the most common question I get, is what is the best way to market my company? And what I'm finding out, and a lot of you guys, anytime I tell you that I spend X amount of money on HomeAdvisor, the conversation kind of dies down. And in order for you guys to understand what areas to market, you need to start thinking about marketing differently. And I'm going to boil it down to this, guys. You need to spend money to make money. That's right. That's what marketing is. It's you putting out your dollar in hopes that that dollar brings in more dollars to your business. Now, some of you are probably thinking, oh, well, I don't need to spend money on leads. Well, guess what? That vinyl you put on your truck, that's marketing, and it costs you money to do that. Your business cards, your website, all that cool stuff that has your logo on it, your brand on it, costs money. And really what you need to do is you need to find out what's working the best, and you need to utilize that tactic. So really what I've done is I said, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero in on what's working best for my company. And in that case, for me, it was HomeAdvisor. And really, guys, marketing is a lot of trial and error. If anyone had a solution for you on what's the best way to market a company, they'd be a guru, and every business owner in America would want their advice. And I can't give you that advice, guys, because everyone's different, everyone's company's different. I can only tell you what's working for me and what has worked. And what I've realized is that HomeAdvisor gives me the best exposure to homeowners wanting a house painting job at that very moment, at that very time, where I can reach out to them directly, set the estimate, do the estimate, and hopefully sell the job. And that's what I've done up until this point to make me successful. Now, here's where I want to get at, guys, and this is for you guys who haven't invested, a lot of money into marketing. Maybe you're just word of mouth, and that's fine, but spending money on marketing is part of a growth plan, okay? The reason I spend so much on HomeAdvisor isn't because, I want to make a lot of money, even though that's the end goal. It's to keep my team busy throughout the month, okay? So I have 11 painters, and we're still in a growth phase. This is only my third year in the house painting industry, but my goal is to keep my guys busy every single week. So my focus isn't, how much money I can make right now. What it really is how can I make sure my guys are staying busy every single week, able to capitalize on just the amount of work out there. And that is what HomeAdvisor provides for me. So guys, there's a couple different avenues I want you to look into if you're not doing it already. Number one, BNI. Okay, BNI is a business networking initiative. If you don't know what this is, you need to get on Google, look up BNI, and see if there's a local chapter near you. This is network marketing. Yes, there's an entry fee to it, but it's well worth your dollar. Next, paid leads, guys. This is something a lot of you avoid. You're hesitant. Maybe you had a bad experience. If you want to talk to me about paid leads, reach out to me, guys, and I will tell you. You tell me what experience you had with paid leads, and I will tell you what you're doing wrong, because there is a formula. There is a way to capitalize on HomeAdvisor, Thumbtack, and Angie's List, guys. Next is, of course, you can hit the ground running. You can knock on doors, print out flyers, brochures. A lot of that stuff early on is very cost efficient. But really, when you guys start growing, I need you to come up with what I like to call a marketing budget, guys. And if you don't know what a marketing budget is, you need to learn it and you need to create one. And I'm going to give you a simple formula to do it. So if you sell a $1,000 job, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take 5% of that. That's right. That's $50, okay? And I want you to set that aside for your marketing budget, okay? Because where I'm at right now is I only spend about 2% on my marketing every single month, which is an incredible return on investment. But for you guys, think about it this way. Just start with 5%, and if you sell a $10,000 job, that would be $500 toward marketing. And if we look at that over the scale of a month, okay, let's say you guys are doing, $10,000 a month, okay, spending $500 on leads to generate $10,000 a month is incredible. ROI is what we call return on investment, guys. And really, you need to understand these terms. You really need to know your numbers. So instead of, doing a job, performing the job, paying all the bills, and really not knowing where your money's going or your numbers are going, you need to set aside money that you're okay with spending every month to generate more business. And guys, that's just touching the surface of it. And if a lot of this is going over your head, just reach out to me. I'll give you a little bit of further clarification. But, again, guys, to go back to the question I always get is, what's the best way to market my company? There's no right answer. You really need to try a bunch of things. You're going to waste a little money along the way. But if you always look at the grand scheme, the big picture, the monthly vision, and look at that marketing budget in comparison to how much you're bringing in from those specific marketing avenues, well, guess what? It all makes sense. So over the course of the year, I might spend, $25,000 on Home Advisor, but guess what? We're bringing in, close to $750,000 for the entire year. So it really just boils down to what makes sense for you, and really calculating where the business is coming from. So make sure you're asking people where they found you too. So whenever someone calls, hey, how'd you hear about us? That's the question you want to ask. So for those of you who are confused about marketing, hopefully this cleared up some air for you. Get started on that, guys. Get the budget going, find out where it's coming from, and don't be afraid to lose a little money along the way, but track your progress so you can make sure that it makes sense in the grand scheme of things, in the big picture. Crush it today, guys. I hope that helped. Big week ahead of us. Look forward to helping you guys in any way I can. Paint on, paint forward. Do it all, guys.